Hey everybody, how's it going? We are here with a timeless reading. Welcome to the channel. I'm seeing the Ten of Swords wanting to come out. Can be something going on. Can be something that you're working through too. All right. That could have been something that happened already. I'm not seeing this be connected with what's currently going on, because what it looks like to me is that you are deciding to move forward with something. On to better days as well. Okay, so right now you're shifting towards something that you want, but I'm seeing you feel like you're having a little bit of a difficult time mentally with things. So you're doing things, you're showing up, you're moving in the right direction, you really are going towards what you want. So I'm seeing that be like just being confirmed for you. But I'm seeing you still struggling a little bit here. Something may not feel, something feels unsettled is what I'm seeing. It's gonna have to do with the timing of things. Or just the not knowing exactly about the whole shifting of everything. Like, when's that gonna happen? When's that gonna happen? When's that gonna happen? I'm seeing that be like a little bit up in the air. Kind of like the motion that things are moving in. All right. So things are definitely, I don't know if you felt like you were trying to make things happen before and like the things that you wanted weren't happening. It can be with a specific thing, it can be in general, but what I'm seeing is that you could have been having like this intention of like, I'm trying to manifest or make this thing happen, and it feels like something was going on, like it wasn't the right time for that to happen, but now I'm seeing something is the right time to be happening. I'm also seeing too, Three of Swords, and I'm seeing Ace of Cups. So this can mean a situation that there was like pain that was accrued within the situation. Ace of Cups is coming through and being like, hey, let's fix that. It's an opportunity too. So it's like, it doesn't have to be left like this. We can do something about that. So there's like a notion of healing here. I'm hearing pact. Maybe you're making an agreement with somebody. It feels like this is bringing up some old stuff for you, and that's why this can be challenging. But I am seeing, it's like this. I'm seeing energetically, you're definitely moving in the right direction with everything, but because of what you've gone through, it may be challenging your experience. You could be having a hard time like remaining present throughout it. You could be worrying about stuff. It's like you're doing what you want to be doing. You're moving in the direction that you want to be moving in. I'm seeing you have some exciting stuff going on, but I'm also still seeing you just be worried about stuff. There can also be a lack of clarity about something particularly that could be bothering you a little bit, or something that feels unknown. Yeah. There was something that happened, but I'm seeing that it's being corrected. And I'm seeing that it ends up turning into something that you want, but there's stuff that needs to be faced. So let's say it like this. Maybe somebody did something to you and you felt hurt by that. I'm seeing Three of Swords and I'm seeing justice. So this means that it's being corrected, that somebody's like apologizing or somebody's taking accountability, or you could be doing this if this was you. So it's about moving forward, but it's like in order to move forward, we sort of need to move through sort of like the pain that comes up and like addressing those things of like we need to talk about what's there and what's going on and what's being felt in order to properly address it. But I am seeing that happening. But it's like you sort of know that you're like going through it, but you also know that what you want is like on the other side of it, and so it's necessary to move through this part to get to the more enjoyable part of this. And I'm also seeing a lot of sort of sitting back and being like, I need to like listen to my body and take care of myself, but especially mentally. I'm seeing more than anything you guys are focusing on like what's happening mentally for you and trying to take care of yourself, because sometimes you may feel still that you're struggling a bit with things on the like mental health side, especially too because I'm seeing Neptune here, so that can allude to that. There's also some conflict that you're still feeling is what I'm getting as well, sort of about the direction of things and what you're doing. So meaning you could be doing something and being like, is this actually the right thing? Like, am I really moving in the right direction? Do I really want this even? Because where you are right now, there's an intention of, I'm trying to manifest things within my life that I do feel a sense of satisfaction with, and that may not have been the case before. So I'm getting you're like moving forward because there was stuff going on before that maybe you were a part of where you're like, why am I doing this? Or like, I don't really feel that involved in it, or I don't feel connected in it, or like, this is feeling very medium to me. You know, just those feelings of, I feel like my time here is done. So I'm seeing you moving on from those things, so you're like not going to stay in that spot anymore because you're at a point where you're ready for expansion and you're ready for growth. Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. So this can be like things are changing, but before something could have been happening where you were like, I was trying to make that happen, but nothing was happening. So it's like it wasn't sticking, and like maybe even the attempts that you were making to try to connect with something more, it just wasn't working for you. But now I'm seeing you move to a space where like that stuff is going to start working for you. And what I'm also seeing is that you sort of have to meet something head on that's a bit unpleasant, but I'm seeing this be like a corrective practice that's happening. So even though you're like, I'm facing something and moving into something that's currently feeling painful for me, having justice here, it's like, but we have to do this. Like, this is really necessary in order for things to be rebalanced. So regardless of what side it is of this that you're on, if you want to call it that, you're part of the experience that you've had within this. It is facing pain, and it is moving through like rectifying that. And what's past that then is what you want. You see Nine of Cups and Ace of Cups, but this thing, the pain has to be dealt with before we can get to this other stuff that you want. And I'm seeing it also be important as well that you're taking time to manage your mental health right now. Because I'm seeing some stuff come up that if you're going too hard, you may be struggling more than you need to. And so you may be taking a different approach as far as like meeting your needs. And maybe listening more to what it is that you need, especially when you need a break, especially when you need to unplug, especially when you need to disengage, disconnect, recharge, those types of things. Because I'm also seeing you feel like a little bit stressed about sort of this path that you're moving down currently. But what I'm seeing is that it's like you think that you're seeing the whole path, but you're actually not yet, and it's not time. So there are basically, it's like this. There can be a part of you that's walking down a path and you're like, I don't know if I'm like really supposed to be here doing this. What I'm seeing is that things are going to be clarified for you, but you don't have all the information that you would need for that to be like for you to solidly understand where those feelings necessarily are coming from right now. So there can be something that where you're like, I feel conflict and I don't feel good about this, but I don't know what exactly is going on or how to solve this or how to fix it or how to determine this or how to figure it out. What I'm seeing is that you are going to be getting what it is that you need to be able to properly assess this, but you don't have everything right now. So you don't need to be stressing about things, because you may be at a point where you're like, should I be making this decision now, but it's just not time? Or should I be knowing this now? Or should I be more confident about this now? But it's just not time yet. So it's also about like respecting the process, and also don't be framing anything in concrete, because I'm seeing a lot of stuff is sort of shifting around right now. So don't try to like smack labels on things yet, because a lot that's connected with your perspective of the path that you're currently on, that it's still forming essentially, okay? And it's going to sort of impact what's coming about. I'm seeing Libra. I am hearing Aquarius. I'm seeing Neptune, Mercury, and Jupiter. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I am sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.